We'll actually start off with kind of reviewing back on the outdoor championships back in Tampa. The women were able to finish second, the men third, but you had mentioned that this was the highest point total the Bearcats have been able to put together as a team. What did it mean for you to be able to see them and go out and compete like that and finish with the highest points ever combined?
Yeah, so absolutely combined, we have been able to elevate our men's program. They scored the highest number of points. They have scored on the women's side. The scoring is getting a little bit tighter. There's a lot of teams now scoring points, so the middle of the pack is, very much even. And so we were glad that we could separate ourselves a bit from that. We didn't quite have enough personnel at the meet to challenge Houston on the women's side. Just a couple of key injuries that we were dealing with that didn't quite allow us to have a full squad there, and you need a full squad to win this meet. But overall, I think our team competed really well on both sides. 6 champions, that's always a nice performance. Many athletes achieving personal best, season best, really stepping it up and bringing the heat for the championship was really nice to see.
You mentioned, 6 total champions. 2 of those medals did go to Ellie Leather in the 800 and the 1500. She went out there and gave it her all in both events. What did it mean for you to watch her win both medals and really represent the Bearcats well?
That is always so exciting when you can have a double champion. It is really difficult to do because there's so many good athletes and so much depth in the conference. And so I'm glad we explored that 800 meter, event for her, because we knew she would be outstanding in the 15. And I'm just so happy that worked out and that Ellie felt strong enough and prepared enough to do both at such a high level. And she just ran such smart races, full of confidence really all year. Her training's been on point. Lara's done a great job preparing her for this. And so it's just fun to watch an athlete achieve all of her goals. I think she just got invited to participate in the Olympic trials for Great Britain. And so that's the next big step and goal for her. And we'll see what the rest of the season will bring for this outstanding athlete.
Aaron Bienenfeld, 3-time champion in the 10,000. He was able to maintain that crown. He went out and beat the meet record in that event. What did it mean for him to kind of finish out his Bearcats career hanging on to that title?
Yeah, no, that was a very strong performance. You look at the lists and you're ranked first, and of course you think, that's an easy one, but it never is. You have to run the whole race, and other people want that title too. The conditions down there were very hard. And that makes it difficult for the distance runners to maintain a high level of performance. But Aaron's been very reliable in that regard, and he really came through and earned that third title. Very dominating performance by our German.
And, you have Taylor Beard and Cannon Riddle, who were able to earn their first titles as Bearcats, to go out there and really compete as they did. What did it mean to be able to see them earn those titles?
Yeah, Taylor Beard, she's had a few injuries, dealing with a few injuries, so we were not quite sure if she was ready for a dominating performance. She had some good challengers at the meet, and she just went out and she was back to being the person that dominated most of the indoor season. And so it's really nice to see that confidence coming back and her just really attacking those bigger heights. And again, Coach Weinberg has done a phenomenal job with our high jumpers every year since he became our high jump coach a few years back. He's been able to have 1 or 2 athletes be at the highest level of the NCAA, and so it's just nice to see that string of outstanding female high jumpers. Cannon, of course, he's been through a few issues this year too, as far as his body and health, and so it was nice to see him just sticking it out and continuing to prepare himself. And then he took advantage of the situation at the championship with one of his teammates going down to an injury. He stepped up big, and he had a lot of personal bests within the decathlon. The decathlon final score was a personal best, and so he's a very well-deserving champion for the first time, and I'm so happy that all his hard work is paying off.
And now we'll actually going to look ahead a little bit. You guys do head to NCAA regionals. You have a slew of athletes that have qualified in different events. What do you guys got to best prepare to be able to go out and really compete at a high level to be able to get out to Eugene?
Yeah, so of course this is the gauntlet coming up. We have to prepare them. We have to recover from the meet we just went to. Everybody was pretty worn out from the heat and just a long, emotional, involved meet. Our team did an awesome job cheering each other on all the way through the last event. But that always takes a little bit of energy out of you. And so I hope they have had a chance to recover over the last few days. We're hitting training back up. The weather is awesome here, so it's much more like Florida weather. So hopefully that helps us with our preparation. And so we just got to get them back down there, get them fresh, and believe in themselves, because they obviously are outstanding athletes if you make it to that level. And just believe. It's a lot of mental now. We can't make too many technical or training changes at this point. It's just really freshen up, get a few more good workouts in, and then head down with a lot of confidence and go after those top 12 finishes. That's what it takes to make it to Eugene.